Hey seniors, welcome back. My name is Sarah Spears, the lead of the scholarships committee for the Maywood Education Fair, and we're here to help you crush the Maywood Fair scholarship application process and get you one step closer to college success. To start, if you are a current or former foster youth, the Overcoming Adversity Scholarship is for you. There is a step-by-step process that is important to note when applying for the Overcoming Adversity Scholarship on the Maywood Fair application. Please keep watching as we provide information on how to obtain your foster youth verification form, which is a requirement for the scholarship. We will also go into how to obtain resources to prepare you for higher education. Now let's dive in.
If you are a current or former foster youth and are applying for our Maywood Scholarship application, we will be requiring a foster care verification letter. It is also known as a ward of the court letter. We're going to break down all of the ways you can retrieve the letter. You can retrieve it from a social worker. You can retrieve it from an independent living program coordinator, also known as ILP, or you can retrieve it from the foster care or Ombudsperson. Today, we will show you how to retrieve it from the foster care Ombudsperson, so keep watching to see the step-by-step process. Please note that your letter will require a printed name and verified signature from your Ombudsperson.
Step 1, head to the CA Foster Care Ombudsperson website or call 877-846-1602. We'll put the link in the comments so it's easy to follow. Step 2, scroll down to Request a Verification Letter. Click the link and complete the request form. Once you have finished inputting all of the information, for step 3, submit the form. It should take about 1 to 2 weeks to receive your letter. Once you have retrieved your letter, make sure you upload it to the Maywood Scholarship application along with the other requirements for the scholarship, like GPA, unofficial high school transcripts, and personal statements. Do you already have this form? Awesome. If not, obtaining this verification letter is useful for future scholarships, college applications, and financial aid applications like FAFSA, which we'll be going over next. As we just stated, here is some more information about the resources provided to current and former foster youth students at the college level. 1. Financial aid or money that helps students pay for college. You can apply for this on the federal application for federal student aid, also known as the FAFSA. This free application is great for current and former foster youth because you may qualify for large amounts of funding that will help you pay for college.
Another form of financial aid options for foster youth is the Chaffee Grant. Through the Chaffee Grant, current and former foster youth may receive up to $5,000 for up to 5 years through this grant. This is a one-time application, so you will only need to apply once. Students' eligibility for this include, to qualify, is to be a current or former foster youth who was a ward of the court living in foster care between the ages of 16 and 18, not have reached their 26th birthday as of July 1st of the award year, be enrolled in an eligible vocational school or college courses at least half-time, be making satisfactory academic process. Did we do that? Another form of financial aid options for foster youth is the Chaffee Grant. Through the Chaffee Grant, current and former foster youth may receive up to $5,000 up to 5 years through this grant. This is a one-time application, so you will only need to apply once. To qualify for the Chaffee Grant, you must be a current or former foster youth who was a ward of the court living in foster care between the ages of 16 and 18, not have reached their 26th birthday as of July 1st of the award year, be enrolled in an eligible vocational school or college courses at least half-time, and be making satisfactory academic progress. Check out the Chaffee Grant website to obtain more information, which you could find here at chaffee.csac.ca.gov. And we'll put the link in the comments so it's easy to access.
At the community college level in California, there is a statewide student services program for foster youth called NextUp. It is a program designed to provide equitable support for students who live with lived foster care experiences throughout their academic journey. For example, at community colleges like Mount San Antonio College or Mount SAC, located in Walnut, California, priority registration, counseling, educational financial grants, life skills, and more are provided to students who were in foster care on or after the age of 13 years old and under the age of 26 at the time of enrollment. They are eligible to receive these services with those credentials. To learn more about their program, visit the link on this slide that we will also put in the comments for easy access. To learn more about other community college campuses, look up the website cacollegepathways.org/search, or I can go to college.com under the Foster Youth Student Success tab. And if you qualify for NextUp at the community college level, you can receive additional financial support. Please note foster youth over 13 years old are considered independent status on the application. Also, you do not need to apply for loans when funding is available to support you. There are multiple options for you.
At the California State University level, CSU services for foster youth are available as well. You can receive support services in the CSU system to help you achieve your bachelor's degree, master's degree, and even doctoral programs. Any student interested in attending a CSU can contact the college to learn what specific supports are available on campus. Visit the calstate.edu website below. At the University of California level, you could visit ucop.edu for more information on who to contact at the desired UC campus to assist you with what resources that UCs provide. Foster youth should also contact their foster youth liaison or social worker at their high schools to learn about the specific college support available to them. Youth can also connect with their independent living program, also known as ILP Coordinator, who often have funds set aside to help with the transition from college, such as requests for laptops and other essential resources. To learn more, visit ilponline.org/eligibility. And again, we'll put these website links in the comments, just like we discussed, so it's easy to access.
We hope this video has provided helpful information for those who have lived experiences with foster youth. If you need help or got questions, email us directly at maywoodfair@fullerton.edu. We're here to help you succeed, and don't forget, the scholarship deadline is coming up fast. So get your foster youth verification letter and apply today. Thanks for watching. You've got this, and we're cheering you on. See you in the next video.